What's going on, Shady People? ShadyPenguinn welcoming you back for another episode of our Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. It's not an episode, but it's a battle. So before we get started, if you're excited, please go ahead and show some shady love to that like button. It's right below this video, and your support means absolutely so much. You guys are loving these Wi-Fi battles, and that's why I keep bringing them. So today we're versing Oscar, a shady person. I snagged him off Twitter, and his Twitter link is in the description. Remember, if you want a chance to battle me in one of these videos, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and keep an eye out for when I request the battles. I do it very often. So obviously with all the battles that I upload. So we're going in today again with our Are You Ready team. Are you ready for Smuckers? Because I'm ready for Smuckers. I love some Smuckers. I might have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. But we got obviously Jaws IRL, Adaptable Professor, Smuckers, and Jack. You guys can place your bets in the comment section below. You let me know who you think using the hashtag MVP. Along with the nickname, who do you think is going to be the MVP of today's match? Now, we are having, this is our second battle. And if we win this one, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the idea that I had, and I'm going to go up a tier with this team. So I'm going to take this RU team and have a UU match. So we can see my opponent's team. He is bringing some very powerful Pokemon. That Doug Trio is going to be an issue for us. I don't want my Dragals to kill something off and then have that Doug Trio come in and just kill me, because it's faster, it's earthquaking, it's scary, and all that stuff. Common weaknesses of my opponent's team. I see... what do I see? What do I see? I see 2 Pokemon weak to grass. I see 2 Pokemon weak to ground. And I'm probably missing some, but I think that's it. Flying with no, fairy, no, resisted, neutral, okay, all right, electric, all right, immunity. Wow, that's a pretty well constructed team. All right, so looking at this, I'm gonna assume my opponent's gonna open up with that Hitmontop. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead. I know this. I kind of want to open up with Dragolage. I'm gonna open up with Dragolage just because I really do think that my opponent is gonna open up with a Hitmontop. That's really risky though. You know what? I'm gonna open up with Professor. Professor the Electros does not care about your family. The reason why I don't open up with Jack is because if my opponent does open up with the Hitmontop, I really don't want to deal with that. The other thing that Doug Trio really is going to be, if my opponent saw my team building video, he's going to be able to play me pretty perfectly, because that Doug Trio can trap my Cobalion, and I think it actually outspeeds, which is crazy to think about. It's got 110 speed, I think. This music is powerful. It's got 110 speed, so that's going to be unfortunate. And then with the Dragolite, you can track it. So he actually opens up with a Lopunny, which is probably a Mega Lopunny fake out nonsense. So I'm not a fan of that. I never was a fan, and I never will be a fan. So I'm gonna have to hard switch out into a counter or a physically defensive wall. One of the two. I thought we were gonna DC for a second. That would have made me sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and hard switch out into Smuckers, because the fake out is pretty obvious. I'm really hoping he doesn't make a turn 1 prediction and just go for knockoff. I'll be very upset. Wait a minute. You can hit ghost types, can't you? See, I have not versed these new megas yet, so I totally forgot that I'm pretty sure you have a high jump kicking Scrappy. Wow, this team actually really counters my team. My goodness. And this, of course, is not our physical wall. It's a crit! I only went out into this because I thought, hey, can't hit me, but now I know you can, which makes me upset, which makes me want to go out into obviously makes me want to go out into obviously. Oh my goodness, I'm not happy about this. Smuckers might have to die right now. Smuckers might have to die right now, and that is upsetting. That is truly upsetting. I'm trying to look at my opponent's team. Let's see, if I go for Scald, probably go into the Clawitzer. Go for a Will-O-Wisp to go out of the Clawitzer. Is he just gonna kill me? Do Lopunnies run knockoff? I really don't know. I'm gonna opt to just go for a Scald. He's gonna withdraw the Lopunny, kind of wishing I Will-O-Wisp, but I feel like the Clawitzer is gonna come through. There's the Clawitzer as expected. All right, so we're gonna get back into the Modra. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, and that's kind of on my mind right now too, because I just stopped an arena run so that I can record this, because I want to bring you guys Pokemon videos. It's not very effective. We don't snag a burn, unfortunately, and I know these things carry Dark Pulse, so that's rather unfortunate. They also carry Ice Beam, which would hurt very much so obviously. So predicting one of the two, I'm going to actually go out into Jack, because if he goes for the Dark Pulse, I will get a justified boost. And if he goes for the Ice Beam, I resist it. So that seems like a solid play to me. I got some natural bulk to me. I am Jack! Dark blue, dark blue. There's the Dark Pulse. So we're going to go ahead and get our justified boost. We even resist that, but that does an awful lot of damage. By seeing that, I can pretty much bet my... Oh, never mind, it's Life Orb. I was going to say he's probably not Life Orb. I thought he was going to be Choice Specs. But we're not in the worst position in the world. I do fear... Oh, I'm scared, actually. I'm not happy. Let's see. Is he going to stay and go for a Scald? I don't think he would. I can't go for Flash Cannon, though, in the off chance. I kind of want a Focus Blast, but he's got a lot of things to take a Focus Blast. By that, I mean Delphox, which is a perfect switch-in right now. Delphox is way too perfect of a switch-in. Or he's going to go on to the Duck Trio. I kind of want to set up rocks. But he's got the Hitmontop, spin them away. I'm going to go for a Focus Blast. He's going to withdraw Claw. Sorry, I didn't want to go for the Volt Switch because just in case the Duck Trio came in, Hitmontop is actually going to come through. I was kind of hoping that because he's got the Intimidate most likely, thinking that I'm going to be physically offensive Cobalion, and I'm actually special. Can we land the Focus, Jack? No! Jack! Why? Why, Jack? Why? Justified obviously doesn't matter on a special Cobalion, by the way, but why? I'm going to Volt Switch now. I have to Volt Switch now. Why could, if you would have connected on that, it would have done some solid damage. I mean, seeing how little that did makes me sad. I'm gonna go on into obviously. What's your problem? Goes for the double C, the C squared, close combat. That's how that was yummy. That tasted like breakfast. All right, so I'm gonna have to go for a Spore here. I have no doubts about it. Spore is the option, the play to make. I don't know what this Hitmontop wants to do. He's dancing a lot, and it's freaking me out! But I think he's going to actually end up switching out. Do I go for a Toxic instead? Not. Go for the Spore, man. He's got the Drapion. Drapion, which is a fantastic Pokemon. Brittany, why are you messing with me? Withdrawing the Hitmontop. And this is clearly going to be a much longer game. Scorpio comes through than the last one, which is a good thing. So Scorpio comes through. I already know, hashtag shinies, oh no man. But we're going to just Spore this thing to sleep. I don't mind putting the knockoff Abuser to sleep. I don't mind that at all. Now. The Lopunny is really stopping the Sharpedo sweep. And so is the Hitmontop, so I'm not going to bother with that just yet. I kind of want to go on into Adaptable and kill something with a Choice Specs Dragon Pulse. I don't think anything on his team can live that. Or I want to go out into Professor and start knocking... No, I don't want to knock off. I think I'm going to go on into Adaptable. I know that Drapions often carry Earthquake, but he's not waking up anytime soon. Now, Drapion is a little fast. I don't doubt that. He's going to stay fast asleep, but Drapion is definitely fast. So if he stays in and tries to wake up, we'll be in a little bit of an issue. You know what? I'm going to Draco Meteor. I'm not going to Dragon Pulse. I'm going to go straight for broke. I am going to go in like no one's gone in before. Now, the reason why I'm thinking back to when my... Couldn't get 3. I wanted 3. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted 3. So Draco Meteor is gonna come through. I'm not Choice Specs, but I'm still adaptable. And he just adapts and kills. It doesn't matter. That's a dead Pokemon. I love you, Dragalge. Dragalge, come swim at the bottom of my sea because you are amazing. You can live in my fish tank. I don't care. That is, oh my goodness. Without the specs, it's just so strong. So strong. Getting rid of a Drapion, that's huge because no more knockoff Abuser. And yes, here we go. Dead Dragalge. This needed to happen. I understand. I will take my punishment as it comes. I don't know why I just clicked Dragon Pulse. I don't think it matters. But I should have at least tried to switch out. I definitely should have tried to switch out. Now, here is where things get dicey. Because I can go out into my... Now, you know what? This is the best play. Let's go out into our Professor. Let's go out of the Professor, because I can't hit me with super effective damage, and I'm pretty confident right now that I can just come in and go for I can go for a knockoff, but he might predict that and go out into the Lopunny, so I'm actually going to go for the U-turn. Wild Charge is another option, but he's gonna Sucker Punch me. That's right, he gets Sucker Punch. Well, that does relatively nothing, so I'm kind of wishing I had just Drain Punched. Watch how much this does. That's not resisted. That's not resisted. I just want, do you want to, not resisted. Oh my goodness. All right, so I could, this is not good. This is not good. I'm thinking I go into the Jaws, but then they're going to catch me with a Sucker Punch, which won't do a lot. I can protect Speed Boost, but then Low Punny comes in, Hitmontop comes in, causes all kinds of issues. Sorry about that. I know it just got air in the mic. Let me try. They're going into obviously Sucker Punch. Don't they normally? They're not running Home Close. Sucker Punch, Earthquake. I really don't know what else. I can't go into Jack because I don't think Jack's faster. You know what? Let's just check really quick before we make any rash decisions. Doug Trio, I think is base 110. I'm pretty positive. And then Cobalion, I believe, is like high 90s. Maybe a little faster, but I believe it's high 90s. Oh, 108. Wow, and Doug Trio is 120. Well, glad I checked that. So we can't go into Cobalion. I have no priority, which is terrible. I think I have to go into obviously, because obviously it has Regenerator. It can take a hit. I don't see my opponent saving this Doug Trio. Do I think that Sucker Punch is definitely his strongest move? All right, I'm going to go for a Toxic, kind of hoping he goes for a Sucker Punch. Obviously, there's no reason to because he outspeeds. But, man, that Electros did a lot of damage with that U-turn. Really wishing I had Drain Punch there. Really, really wishing I would have gotten... He's going to withdraw. Oh, wow. But Drapion's gone. So he goes out into Hitmontop, and I'm actually okay. Well, I wouldn't mind putting this thing to sleep either. But I guess we're going to get a Toxic off on it. And that might be good because we have not seen an item on this thing yet. I don't know if it's because we haven't had the opportunity or what say you. Okay, it's leftovers. So I was hoping it was actually Assault Vest, but it looks like it's going to be leftovers. Toxic will be good to get on a defensive Pokemon like this. Now the question is, what does he want to do to me? Does this thing run Aerial Ace? I feel like that's what it runs. I feel like it runs Aerial Ace. I'm fairly confident it runs Aerial Ace. But I'm fairly confident I can take one. It's not Stab. I'm going to go for Giga Drain. I'm going to go for Giga Drain because it's not Stab and... Oh, Fake Out! Ooh, I'm glad I stayed in. Eat that up. That is delicious! Talk about your cereal bar. That is fantastic. Call it a Rice Krispie. This is going to be fine. Toxic damage is going to go off after my Black Sludge heals me back up to 214 HP. Hitmontop is going to suffer the damage of damage. I think my opponent was hoping that I would switch out. Now, I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb. I was going for Giga Drain, but now I'm looking at my opponent's team. I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Just in case he switches out into the Delphox, Giga Drain is clearly going to do nothing. Kind of want to put the Delphox to sleep, but I didn't want to make that hard of a prediction. Unfortunately, that would have been the correct prediction, as the shiny Delphox comes through, the prettiest of all the Delphoxes. I actually have one of those. They're gorgeous. I think I got mine from a subscriber, though. So we snag a poison off the Sludge Bomb. It's not badly poisoned. Really upset because I wanted to put this thing to sleep. I just mentioned that, GameFreak. What are you doing to me? Do you want me to rip my hair out? Luckily, you know, poison does a good amount of damage. It does a good amount of damage. It's not even that much worse than Toxic. Well, I'd love to go into the Smuckers, but a Shadow Ball will most likely come my way. I could be bold and make a super, super bold prediction. Now, do I really need the Jellicent for anything? Besides this Delphox, not really. But I think that this Delphox is going to predict the Jellicent. I'm gonna take a really big risk. Is it worth it? Will the payoff be there? Will the payoff be there? If I go out into Smuckers and he goes for a Shadow Ball and I die, he takes more poison damage and I can go out into Professor and U-turn out on the switch. I can't bring myself to stay in. I'm going to go on to the Smuckers. Obviously, he's at full HP, but I don't think he can take a Flamethrower, especially if my opponent is Choice Specs, because we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen a Specs user yet in my opponent's team. There's the Fire Blast. So glad I didn't take that risk. Fire Blast is going to connect. We're going to see if there's any Life Orb, anything going on. No Life Orb. I'm assuming that damage was really low, though, so it might not be Specs, but then again, it could be. Now, I do think the Clawitzer is going to come in again. There's no reason for it not to. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and double out. I'm going to double out into something very risky. Am I really going to do that right now? Yeah, I'm going to go on into Jack because I'm pretty positive my opponent's going to go on into Clawitzer. This may not be the smartest move in the game. Because I already clicked it. I can't take it back. I can't take it back! Even if I wanted to. But he's going to withdraw a Delphox. Show me the Clawitzer. There's the Clawitzer. So we're going to make the correct prediction here. And go right out into my Cobalion. Now, this is a very good match already. We are 13 minutes deep. I believe it's 5-5. And no clear-cut winner just yet. Although my opponent has a lot of status Pokemon on his team. He always got 2. So almost half his team is status. We're in here. And I still can't bring myself to go for the... I don't want to go for Stealth Rock, to be honest. Because then Dugtrio can come in and finish me off. I'm going to go for Flash Cannon predicting Dugtrio. I know that's crazy. Ah! Aura Sphere, of course. Wait, why didn't... Oh my gosh, Cobalion, I'm so sorry. That was such a bad play. I really thought my opponent would want to get greedy and just get that Dugtrio in here. All right, so... I believe now is the time that I have to go ahead and I have to bring in Jaws. I have to. And I don't think this is going to end too well. The good news is that I don't have to protect, that I can just straight up go for a Waterfall here or a Crunch. Do I think he's going to stay in? Yeah, he's going to stay in. I'm going to go for a Crunch. He's going to stay in, so I'm going to go for a Crunch. He might not stay in. He might go into the Hitmontop, which would be perfect for him because he's got the Intimidate off. He's going to resist the Crunch, all that fun stuff. He's going to withdraw. I knew I should run for the Waterfall. I was this close to going for Waterfall. Yeah, out comes the Hitmontop. I really should have. I don't know why I didn't. Because I can't stay in here now. Watch how little this is going to do. That does more than I thought it would. That does more than I thought it would. Well, I'm gonna make the correct play, and I'm not gonna switch out. I'm just gonna protect. I'm just gonna protect for the fake out, get a little more toxic damage off, and then I'm gonna consider, heavily consider staying in and going for Waterfall. I'm gonna heavily consider it. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. We got a full HP Sharpedo here. I cannot bring myself to do it. So I'm unfortunately going to have to... Oh my gosh. Would that kill? I'm at -1. No. Shady, don't do it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the heck out of here. I'm going to go out into Obviously because I have to. Or I can go into the Smuckers. You know what? No, he's got knockoff. He's going to knock off no matter what, is he? No, he's thinking right now... No, I'm going to go into Obviously. I can't go into Jellicent. I can't go into Jellicent. Jellicent, I need for the Delphox. Sort of. If it locks itself into the Fire type move, which it won't at this point. I don't think so. So there's the close combat. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I kind of wish I did go on into the Jellicent. I'm guessing this thing has Fake Out, Rapid Spin, Close Combat, and Knockoff. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe we've already seen all 4 moves and I'm out of my mind. We don't really know yet. We don't really know yet. This is a really good battle. This makes me not want to go up to UU because this battle right here is powerful. So Hitmontop's going to take even more damage now. I'm going to have to go once again for the Sludge Bomb. I have to do it. I have to do it. The Delphox is going to come through. And even if it doesn't, Sludge Bomb is still one of my most powerful moves. I really don't... He's going to opt to stay in. He's just sacrificing the Hitmontop at this point because obviously he knows that he cannot do much to me at all. With the double special defense drop, the Sludge Bomb is actually going to kill. Really wishing I did go for a Giga Drain there. But I didn't expect that sack off right there. I did not expect it at all. But Hitmontop is going to fall, put its fist to the ground, and we are stuck in here with Obviously. Now, I know low plenties carry Ice Punch. I know that. I know that. So I have to keep that in my mind. Delphox is going to come through. Now, here is where plays be made. This is where plays happen. Right here. Jellicent is super obvious. But once again, I need to just make the safe switch and bring Jellison in. I will take a Shadow Ball gladly. With Hitmontop gone, I will take a Shadow Ball gladly. So, oh, he's gonna switcheroo me. He's gonna scarf me. He's gonna scarf me. Smuckers obtain the choice scarf as my opponent gets my leftovers. Now, this is not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the best thing in the world. I do have Shadow Ball, but my opponent still has low punny. However, I don't think there's any chance of my opponent hard switching a low punny into a Jellison. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go for said Shadow Ball, simply because, oh, Grass Knot. Am I, Smucker's heavy? Smuckers is not, no, Smuckers is light, dude, don't worry about it. So we're gonna lock ourselves in the Shadow Ball. That is kind of unfortunate. However, I was sacrificing Jellison anyway, so this is fine. It's a crit! It's fine. It's fine! We're good. We're good, we're golden. I think we made the right plays this game. I think we made a majority of the right plays this game. Every time now when I play Pokemon, I'm thinking in terms of Hearthstone, like trades and value, and I just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work out the same way, but it's working right now. But it's not, I know I'm not supposed to, guys. I know, it's not how we get the, I know! But it is what it is. Low Bunny's gonna come in, as expected, honestly. Can't actually do much to this thing, and like I said, Smuckers is pretty much dead weight at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to take the fake out to Smuckersville, and I'm gonna die, and that's fine with me. Now, here's where things get interesting. My opponent has, I think, oh, why doesn't it show me how many Pokemon my opponent has? I think it's 3 left. Low Punny, what's your speed? Low Punny. I feel like it goes up to like 115. I'm totally making that up, by the way. 135. Okay, Tom. Thanks, Tom. Sharpedo has, I believe, base 90. Nope, base 95. So at level 50, 147, that's max speed. It'll go to 210. So a lot, well, not a lot higher, but higher. 147 to 205. So 147, that gives me an extra 73. That would bring me to 213. So I outspeed by 5 after a speed boost. Let me make sure. Calculator. Oh, calculator. 147 times 1.5. 220. Okay, we're fine. We're in great shape. Let's go out into our Jaws IRL. Let's do it. Because I believe that's the correct play to make. Because at this point, Jaws can protect and sweep. Now, even if my opponent wants to switch out, it doesn't matter, because anytime my opponent brings in the low punny, I can protect off of the fake out, so he'll never get that fake out damage on me, which is a huge plus IMO. Because there's essentially no way for my opponent to win now. I think, if I'm thinking about this right, Jaws doesn't care about your family. And he's hungry, he's got kids to feed, so what if he rips apart a couple of people? It's not a big deal. He's got a family. He's doing what's best for his family, just like Walter White. So we're gonna get a protect off here. Super obvious, of course, but it really doesn't matter what my opponent does. Drain Punch, it doesn't matter. I know you're not scarfed. I know I outspeed. Now, hold on. Was I looking at Mega Sharpedo stats, or was I looking at regular? No, I was looking at regular because I checked my own stats, so obviously I was looking at regular. Now we will go for the Mega Evolution and the Waterfall. And by golly gee, if that doesn't kill this frail little punny, it is not going to be funny. It is not going to be funny. I'm a little nervous now because I'm thinking, oh, what if the champion won't kill? No, low punny has to die. It's a shark. It's a shark. It's a crit! It's a crit! Oh my goodness! All right, did that crit matter? We have to find out right now. We're finding out right now. We're finding out right now. My DS is about to die. We're finding out right now. I gotta plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh my goodness. Oh my little baby Lanta. Did the crit matter? There's no way it could have mattered. There's no possible way. Hit him with a crunch, Sharpedo. Hit him with a crunch. There's no way that this mattered. Damage calculator. Show me the money. Sharpedo. Low bunny. Low bunny. What's your new defense? 94. Okay. So I'll give you 94 defense. You're obviously not invested in defense. Sharpedo's newest hack is 140. 140. Oh wait, hold on. There's no way are you max HP? Oh my gosh, I think the crit mattered. Oh my goodness. I've never had this before. Where it literally mattered. Okay, so let's think. Yeah, I think my opponent would have won. Wow, that was one heck of a game. Thank you so much for that battle. I do feel feelings for you, Oscar, about that crit. Because I think it mattered. Unless my damage calc... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Well, someone else can run damage calc, because clearly I don't know what to do. And it might have mattered. But it was an amazing battle nonetheless. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like rating down below. That means so much to me. You have no idea. Also, go ahead and leave me a comment. What was your favorite moment in this battle? Let me know, because that would just be fantastic to know. Just use the hashtag Shady Moment. And let me know what your favorite moment was in the battle. I love when you guys make it to the end of the video and hear my rambling and actually like respond in the comments, because I respond to a lot of comments. If you guys don't notice, like I try to do 10 comments a day at least. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady. It resists the fire type. I mean, it doesn't resist flying, but flying is neither here nor there. You got a Fletch Endeavor, that's about it. And I'm actually gonna go out into Adaptable because I don't want to take a Will-O-Wisp. I really don't. And I know some of you guys are thinking, that's stupid, what are you doing?